day I was at the gym and I'm just looking around, and literally every single person that I saw, whether or not they were 16 or 65, had tattoos. Literally covered. Their arms, their legs, their hands, their face, their neck. Tattoos are everywhere. And it has reached the point at which that is the norm, and not having tattoos is actually the exception. And being the exception makes you cool. Today, guys, I'm gonna go over a few reasons why not having a tattoo actually makes you cooler than people that do. This video is gonna be broken up into two very different parts. The first part, I'm gonna go over some reasons why not having a tattoo and choosing to stay ink-free is actually better and ideal. But the second part, if you are gonna choose to have ink put on your body permanently, I'm gonna go over some rules that you should always follow. I'm also gonna real quick give you a deal because I want you to smell good, even though you may look stinky, because that's what happens when you have a lot of tattoos. It makes you look a little bit dirty and stinky. I want you to smell sexy. Right now, guys, if you hit that link down below and use that discount code, you're gonna get any Pete and Pedro fragrance that you want for $35. Whether or not it's Rebel, inspired by my all-time favorite compliment killer, Creed Aventus, except this is $35 and this is $450. Or you can grab the newest edition, which is Icon, inspired by another Creed fragrance, Millésime Impérial. It is sweet, it is sexy, it is fresh, and it is amazing. Hit that link down below, use that discount code, but it's for a limited time. This literally is a 24 to 48 hour deal. Once that's gone, unfortunately, the deal is also gone. But what's not gone is your tattoo. And that's one of the unfortunate things about getting a tattoo. It never goes away. Which brings me to the first reason why not having a tattoo is actually better. You're gonna save money. Tattoos are expensive. Removing them, extra expensive, like 10 times more expensive to remove them than to get them. So you're gonna save money. The second reason why not having a tattoo makes you cooler than people that do is that you are different. Being different, in my opinion, is cool. Everybody is going out and getting tattoos. It's like the thing to do. And whenever you're kind of counterculture, it automatically sets you apart from the masses. In the old days, right, it was the badasses that actually got tattoos. Most people didn't get tattoos because they were respectable individuals, right? And I say respectable, and I'm gonna use air quotes because it doesn't matter whether or not you have a tattoo or don't. That is not going to dictate whether or not you are a good person or you are respectable. But respect is something we're gonna talk about. If you don't have tattoos, there's not a visible reason for people to automatically not respect you. And whether or not you like this, whether or not it's fair or not fair, it really doesn't matter. There is a perception when people see that you've got tattoos. If you don't have them, you automatically eliminate one of the potential things that they could think is a negative in hiring you, dating you, or just being your friend. The next reason is that you're not gonna have to look down at your leg and see a moon or a bumblebee on your back. You're not gonna make bad decisions that you regret. Because even though you think right now that you are going to love the squirrel that you are planning to get on your abdomen for the rest of your life, trust me, you're probably not. Trends change, opinions change, right? And that's one of the things. When I was young and I was getting my tattoos, I was pumped. I was like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna love this moon on my leg forever. And then it was bumblebee on my back. Ooh, baby, it's awesome. It wasn't ever awesome, but I thought it was at the time. But then about 2 years later, I'm like, what the hell did I do? Gentlemen, don't be like, what the hell did I do? You're also not gonna look like a huge douche. And I'm not saying that having tattoos makes you look like a douche, but there are some tattoos that are a little bit douchey, right? Back in the day, a lot of douchey dudes were getting like barbed wire, like bands, tribal this and that, right, across their arm. Now, it's just like insane. When I look at all the people getting tattoos, you'll see that spicy ass senorita and she's covered. She's got this like massive leg tattoo. I'm not saying like it's not sexy, or she's not sexy, but it's not as sexy as a woman that doesn't. Which brings me to another reason why not having a tattoo is cooler, is that you don't look trashy. Once again, I am not saying that you are trashy if you have a tattoo. That's not what I'm saying at all. And I know a lot of people in the comments are gonna be like, this dude's such a son of a... No, I am being honest, all right? People view people that have a lot of tattoos or very visible tattoos as a little bit trashy or a little bit low class or not as educated or intelligent. And I'm just saying that as your friend, as your boy, as Alpha M, who's back and better than ever and ready to tell it to you straight, because I'm not here to blow smoke up your ass. And I am not saying that I don't see dudes that have tattoos and think to myself, damn, they look super cool, they look badass, because tattoos can look super cool and super badass. But I'm just saying, if you don't have tattoos, nobody's gonna look at you and see your tattoo and be like, yo, he looks low class, trashy, and a little bit unintelligent. Which is something else that tattoos unfortunately do. They make you look not so smart when you get one that's bad, or you put one in a place that isn't ideal. All right, a few places that aren't ideal is your face, your neck, your hands. If you can put on a button-down shirt, button the cuffs, and you can still see your tattoos, in my opinion, this is a mistake. All right, now, certain professions, all right, you can get away with doing whatever the fuck you want because you can do that. If you're a hairstylist, if you're a tattoo artist, if you're a creative person, if you're a musician, if you're a YouTuber, like, you can do these things. But most people can't. And by you knowingly putting tattoos where you can't cover them simply by putting on a dress shirt puts you at a disadvantage to everybody else who doesn't have a tattoo or can cover them. The next reason why you not having a tattoo is better than actually getting tattoos is you're gonna look better as you age. And what I mean by this is as you age, your skin ages, right? It loses elasticity, a little bit of collagen. Something else it loses is the tattoo. It loses color, it loses sharpness, and it becomes a little bit more muted, smudged, and not so awesome. And so you combine a not so awesome smudged, faded tattoo with wrinkly old skin, and you have a wrinkly old smudge on your body. And let me just one more time reiterate, I think tattoos are super cool on some people, which brings me to the second part of this video. If you are gonna go down the rabbit hole of getting inked in on your body, I'm gonna go over some don'ts, as in don't ever do this. Number one, don't get a tattoo that doesn't have a meaning. I personally think tattoos should have a story, or I should say good tattoos have a story. If you're just getting something because you're like, yo, I just want this on my chest because it looks cool, and I saw some other dude that had it and I thought he was cool, that's a bad reason. Don't get your girlfriend's name tattooed on your body, all right? Kids, that's fine. But don't get your kid's portrait, or pretty much any portrait of somebody that you care about, because they never look good. Seriously, like, have you ever seen somebody's like picture of their kid? Hey, Brian, oh, I see you really must like monkeys. Monkey, it's my kid, right? Yeah, exactly. Whew, here's the deal, gentlemen. Don't get portraits, they never look good. Don't get cute tattoos. They're not cute. Don't get tribal tattoos. They make you look like white trash. Don't get your fraternity letters tattooed on your body, even though everybody else is doing it. Don't do it, because then everybody knows that you're in a fraternity, and fraternities don't have the best reputation in terms of not being humongous toolboxes. Don't get rainbow flags or any type of sexual like orientation, affiliation tattooed on your body, in my opinion, because once again, it is going to limit your opportunities. Now, a lot of you are like, yo, F it, I don't care, and that's fine. But if you do care and you don't want to limit your opportunities, both professionally and socially, then I would avoid any type of tattoo that basically puts you in a box. Tattoos, they already put you in a box. The box is people that have tattoos. Now, the good news, if you do have them, is that it's never been more socially acceptable to be who you are and to embrace your whoever you are. We have never embraced self-expression like we have today, right? Everybody is expressing themselves, and everybody technically has to be okay with it. But I'm just saying, if you are expressing yourself and you're affiliating with a specific group, it doesn't matter how you think of the tattoo. It's about how it's received by other people. Because I'm not here to be like the fun police. I'm not here to say that your tattoos suck, because my tattoos, I do not have a good street cred or reputation when it comes to picking good tattoos. I don't. And that's one of the other reasons why I want you to think. If you are thinking about getting a tattoo, I want you to not be impulsive. And that's the next rule. You gotta slow down. If you want something, think about it. There's something that's just like, damn, I really want that whatever on my body, on my forearm. I want you to wait. All right? Wait, there's no harm in waiting 3 months. In 3 months, if you still want that thing that you were gonna want 3 months ago on your body, then go out and do it. Period. But if you don't wait, unfortunately, you're gonna do what I did, or what so many people do, which is make a bad tattoo decision. The other tattoo rule I'd like to just throw out there is don't go too big too fast. Even though right now you think, yo, I'm gonna love this chest tattoo for the rest of my life that basically is like an eagle with its wings underneath my arm when I spread them, I need you to wait. go a little bit slower. If you are somebody that already has a bunch of tattoos, you're already kind of committed. But if it's your first, second, or third tattoo, start slow. Like I said, a lot of times the opinions or your desire for a specific thing will change over time. Even though right now it's like, yes, I want it, I love it, I'm gonna love it forever, you're probably not gonna love it forever. And this is just the reality. And the bigger it is, the harder it is to remove and the more expensive. Guys, you gotta think before you ink. I just wanna do this video to let you know if you do not have tattoos, I would highly recommend not getting them.